I trust that prayer is my connection to intuition, which is how I can be guided. I am ready to receive the good things I've asked for, acting with unwavering faith and expectancy. I am prepared to manifest opulence and abundance in my life. Before sleep, I affirm that in the morning I'll know exactly what to do. I open myself to the flashes of intuition that come before reasoning, knowing its guidance from the superconscious mind. I understand that intuition is the voice of wisdom within me, and I listen to its wisdom. I imprint my subconscious with perfect ideas from the superconscious, letting go of doubts and fears. I affirm I stand still and see the power within me, and this strengthens my connection with my inner power. I trust that following my intuition will lead me to what I need, even if it's different from what I seek. I practice stillness and affirmations to eliminate resentment, resistance, fear, and worry from my life. I choose not to fight against situations, but to trust the power within to fight my battles. I release anger and resentment, maintaining clarity of vision and following my intuitive leads. I let go of emotional responses to situations, knowing that poise is invaluable. I understand that the game of life is a game of boomerangs, and I send out goodwill and love to receive the same. I treat others as I wish to be treated, understanding that hurting them ultimately hurts myself. I recognize the interconnectedness of all beings and ensure that my thoughts and words are positive and uplifting. I accept responsibility for my actions and thoughts, understanding that knowledge brings greater responsibility. I learn my life lessons thoroughly and embrace the path of experience. I send goodwill to others, knowing they are reflections of my subconscious beliefs. I break the cycle of attracting what I fear or dislike by being undisturbed by injustice and sending goodwill to all. I affirm my goodwill is a strong tower around me, in harmony into harmony, and in justice into justice. I trust in the workings of the universal laws, transforming chaos into harmony in all aspects of my life. I believe that when I pray, I must truly believe that I have received it, and it will manifest in my life. I live with an unwavering faith in the power of my thoughts and intentions. I follow the path of intuition, faith, and goodwill, knowing they lead to a life filled with divine guidance, abundance, and love. I embrace gratitude as the law of increase, and I let go of complaint as the law of decrease. I shift from a material attitude towards money to a spiritual one, trusting in my inner wisdom and inner source of supply. I believe that even when one door closes, another door opens, and the universe provides abundantly. Money symbolizes freedom and is part of the divine plan. I tap into the invisible supply for my financial needs. I speak my word and affirm big, happy financial surprises now come to me. I show my faith through action and am unafraid. I endorse financial abundance in my life. I release the old things that make me feel poor, allowing space for abundance to flow into my life. I recognize that preparation is a form of true prayer, and I feel as if I've already received on the invisible plane. I refuse to let possessions possess me. I possess them, knowing that fear of loss attracts loss. I appreciate my blessings, knowing that words and thoughts have the power to create or destroy. I count my blessings daily, welcoming the law of increase into my life through gratitude. I give thanks for the universe as my supply, affirming my connection with endless streams of steady, ready money. I declare I shall not want, for my supply precedes me. making faith a consistent habit in my life. I acknowledge that feeling poor, regardless of wealth, leads to financial loss, and I choose prosperity through positive thoughts. I invite financial abundance into my life today, believing in my amazing good fortune. I affirm silently throughout the day, as money goes out, I touch a hidden spring, releasing large sums of money to return to me under grace in miraculous ways. I follow my intuitive leads to spend or give without fear, trusting the guidance of the universe. I understand that making large demands on the bank of faith and trust is a pathway to receiving more. I am at home with millions, knowing that the universe will feel at home with me in abundance. I avoid dwelling on past difficulties, keeping my focus on the dawn of a new day. I remain immune to discouragement and adverse circumstances, affirming the tide has turned to stay, for the universe has the right of way. I trust in the law, so shall thy barns be filled with plenty, as I invite abundance into my life. I am wide awake to the abundance and blessings that are already on my path. I affirm the power within sweeps out of my mind, body, and affairs everything not divinely planned, and puts my house in order now and forevermore. I use the spiritual broom to clear away all beliefs in lack, loss, failure, and resentment. I release all negative thoughts that clutter my mental house and keep me asleep to my good. I let go of resentment and failure, embracing the opportunity for brilliant success. I understand that my word is my wand, and in times of despair, I affirm success over my situation. I do not let adverse appearances interfere with the fourth dimension of faith and trust. I affirm the sun now comes out in my mind and body, and I see clearly the fulfillment of my heart's desire. I am mindful of my desires and choose to express them under grace in a perfect way. I understand that hoarding and saving lead to loss, and I use what I have with wisdom, knowing my invisible supply is always at hand. I affirm that I am never broke, and my subconscious is filled with the picture of abundance. I acknowledge that as I change, so do my circumstances. I am immune to hurts and frustrations, maintaining perfect peace and poise. I recognize that my words have the power to attract or repel situations into my life. I affirm I see vividly my immediate and endless supply. It comes from a higher power within me, and all doors fly open. All channels are free. I see my radiant health, perfect and permanent. I envision my heart's desires coming to pass in the twinkling of an eye, and they do. I allow images to flash into my consciousness from the superconscious, trusting in divine guidance. I affirm the light of lights streams through my mind, body, and affairs, revealing all in divine order. I see clearly there are no obstacles on my pathway. I create happy surroundings, and my workspace is in order. I understand the importance of a rich consciousness that is orderly. I see my path as the ground that walks, taking me to my promised land in a magical way. I release sad songs and focus on positive thoughts and feelings. I acknowledge that nothing is too good to be true, and that wonderful things can happen. I embrace order as my highest mind's first law and keep my life and surroundings in divine order. I take responsibility for my thought forms and recognize that I can break free from negative ones. I understand that my thoughts can attract what I fear, and I choose to neutralize my fears. I affirm, I give thanks for my whirlwind success. I work with the spirit within me and follow the divine plan of my life. The decks are cleared for divine action. I refuse to label or demagnetize others with negative thoughts, for I know the victory lies within my own mind. I affirm I am magnetized by the universe, and I have and hold all that is mine by divine right. I release any inferiority complex and embrace the belief that all things are possible. I call on the power within me to set me free from my fears and limitations. I understand that taking a trip can break up old thought forms and bring a change in my consciousness. I let go of envy thought forms that hinder my journey to the promised land of abundance. I refuse to build a self-pity thought form, as it only makes things worse. I rise above the worry belt in my consciousness, and I expect instantaneous manifestations of success and happiness. I release all troubling thoughts and choose not to be afraid. I am the master of my thoughts, and I break free from thought forms that limit my potential. I recognize that my negative ideas have created thought forms in my subconscious, and I am ready to neutralize them. I choose to act fearlessly in the face of my fears, knowing they will dissolve in the light of my courage. I am grateful for the divine plan of my life, and I affirm I give thanks to my whirlwind success. I understand the power of my subconscious mind, and I call upon it to manifest my desires. I release thoughts of inferiority and affirm all things are possible here and now. I choose to break up thought forms by changing my environment and welcoming new thoughts. I let go of worries and concerns when I travel, allowing the change of scene to benefit me. I refuse to build thought forms of envy and imprisonment, and I open the doors to my promised land. I acknowledge that no one can keep me from my good but myself, and I choose to remove all self-imposed barriers. I embrace a consciousness above the worry belt and manifest my desires in the twinkling of an eye. I recognize the connection between health and happiness and choose to harmonize my mind and body. I understand that ill health is caused by inharmony, and I take responsibility for my inner state. I release all harmful reactions caused by anger, resentment, irritability, and sadness. I affirm, as long as I can be disturbed by others, I am responsible for my own reactions. I choose to bless those who challenge me and draw my supply from the universal source within myself. I let go of a rigid grip on money and trust the law of use to keep abundance in circulation. I embrace my intuitive leads and avoid violating intuition. I release thoughts of lack and loss, knowing that saving and hoarding can lead to financial setbacks. I trust in the flow of abundance and choose to be above the worry belt in my consciousness. I avoid criticism and fault-finding. I release hate and resentment, knowing that they generate poison in the system that leads to disease. I affirm, now is the appointed time. Today is the day of amazing prosperity, and it brings immediate change in my life. I acknowledge the power of my words and thoughts, which are a form of radioactivity. I draw from the universal supply within myself for all my needs, eliminating poverty and limitation from my life. I remold my body through clear vision and daily affirmations, dissolving everything not divinely planned. I bathe myself daily in the dazzling white light of the Spirit, rejuvenating my body and preventing age from registering in my cells. I embrace joy as my strength and vitality, releasing worry and fear that tear down my body's cells. I understand that finances, no matter how they appear, do not have to affect my health and well-being. I keep myself vibrating with success and prosperity, ensuring that abundance flows into my life. I affirm I give thanks for my whirlwind success, knowing that success and happiness are intertwined. I trust in the abundance of my imagination and claim my desires from the abundance of spheres. I break up old thought forms of limitation and choose to be in harmony with health and happiness. I release all negative reactions and refuse to let others disturb my inner peace. I embrace joy, gratitude, and harmony, knowing that they keep me immune to disease and germs. I understand that time and space are mere illusions, and I can bring my future into the present. I believe in the preparation of blessings that seem distant, knowing they are already set for me. I release doubts and fears, replacing them with affirmations that bring me security and satisfaction. I recognize that many fears and adverse appearances are merely big bluffs, not to be taken seriously. I affirm the tide has turned to stay, and the universe has the right of way, aligning myself with abundance and joy. I choose to live fully in the present, ensuring my dreams manifest in the now according to the divine plan. I invite the divine design of my life to become clear in my conscious mind, revealing the perfect plan. I understand that my conscious mind must align with the superconscious to manifest the right desires. I trust in the great designer within to guide the manifestation of my desires, ensuring my happiness and well-being. I affirm the universal power is in my ship, and I sail fearlessly in unknown seas, embracing new experiences and opportunities. I sail joyously in unknown seas, knowing they will lead me to my promised land of abundance and fulfillment. I recognize the importance of engaging in new activities to stimulate different sets of brain cells and foster success. I incorporate the element of play into my life, allowing joy and creativity to infuse all that I do. I embrace the ideal as my reality, watching obstacles and hindrances melt away in the face of my undisturbed faith. I tune in with my own infinite intelligence, expanding my perspective beyond limitations and accessing boundless possibilities. I am amazed by the abundance before me, trusting that my supply comes from infinite intelligence in both small and big ways. I release doubts and fears, allowing the bigger things in life to flow to me without effort and in abundance. I remain steadfast in today, knowing that by living fully in the present, I bring my promising future into the now. I understand that faith is the substance of my hopes and the evidence of unseen possibilities. I choose to make my life a history of faith, believing in the health, wealth, success, and happiness that faith can build. Doubts and fears are replaced by faith in my affirmations, which instill a feeling of security and assurance in me. My faith is like a warm and transformative Gulf Stream, changing conditions in my favor. I trust in the healing power of faith to dissolve any unpleasant conditions in my life. I know that every challenge in my life can be overcome through faith in the ability of my highest guidance to bring transformation. I release fear and choose faith to demonstrate my desires. I trust in the power of infinite intelligence to manage my affairs with wisdom and abundance. My acts are guided by good motives, never motivated by fear or doubt. I follow my intuitive leads, preparing for the blessings I've asked for, regardless of adverse appearances. I see my demonstrations as places in my life that need to be dusted, keeping them clean and ready for manifestation. I embrace the explorer and adventurer within me, guided by my divine self, the superconscious, which knows no defeat or failure. The universal power within me protects me, and I send goodwill even to the challenges on my path. I receive what I can see myself receiving, for all things come through me. My success consciousness remains unwavering even in the face of temporary setbacks. I keep myself fully activated in faith, knowing that I never miss a trick in manifesting my desires. I maintain an orderly environment, recognizing that tidiness and order are conducive to wealth and success. By bringing order and clarity to my external world, I create a harmonious environment for abundance to flow. I am conscious of the fact that small beginnings lead to significant endings. My faith fuels my unwavering belief in a bright and prosperous future. I understand that according to my faith, it will be done unto me. I replace fears with faith and recognize that faith is the key to unlocking my desires. My faith in divine order assures that all conditions in my life change for the better. I am aware that broken chairs and disorder create poor vibrations, and I maintain a clean and harmonious environment. My unwavering faith in the power of my affirmations changes my consciousness and transforms my external reality. I embrace my heart's desire with joyful anticipation and the feeling of already having received it. My ship of blessings will sail in over a sea of non-attachment, free from worry and anxiety. I release anxieties and impatience, understanding that my heart's desire will manifest in divine timing. All suffering serves as a spiritual alarm clock, waking me to address areas where I've been asleep in my actions. I accept that my past actions may have attracted undesirable circumstances, but now I awaken to forgiveness and transformation. I call on the law of forgiveness, freeing myself and others from past mistakes. My adversaries are transformed into friends as I bless them and extend love and goodwill. Through tolerance learned from suffering, I rise above resentment and create a different future. I practice patience and non-resistance, allowing the law to bring my desires into manifestation. I release my desires into the universe, trusting that infinite intelligence knows the way of fulfillment. My personal will is in harmony with the universe, allowing me to receive my heart's desires without interference. I acknowledge the cleansing power of non-attachment and non-resistance in manifesting my heart's desires. I remain calm and unmoved by appearances, knowing that I attract only what I vibrate within. My subconscious is renewed with perfect ideas from my divine self, replacing negative beliefs with love and goodwill. I express love and goodwill to all, knowing that these are the cornerstones of spiritual growth. I avoid violating intuitive leads, recognizing that following my hunches keeps me in alignment with abundance. I embrace the present moment with joyful expectancy, believing that presence is the how, when, and where of my blessings. I answer negative thoughts with authority, not giving them attention or space in my consciousness. As I align with the all-powerful Spirit, I am in harmony with my good, and it flows with ease. My blessings are within reach, waiting for me to believe in their fulfillment. My worries dissolve, leaving room for my heart's desires to come to fruition. I trust in the immediate manifestation of every good and perfect gift, for my heart's desire is no longer a heart's disease. I follow the guidance of infinite intelligence, trusting in its ability to lead me to the realization of my desires. I live in alignment with the abundant and prosperous path that is already set before me. I am in alignment with infinite intelligence, the great magician who manifests the seemingly impossible in my life. Miracles and magic are part of my reality, and I am open to receiving the unexpected blessings that come my way. I believe in the power of the great magician to transform any curse into a blessing, despair into joy, and lack into abundance. Doubt and unbelief have no place in my consciousness, as they only hinder the great magician's work. I embrace the idea of becoming as a little child, playing with the great magician's gifts with joy and anticipation. I trust the great magician to provide exactly what I desire or require, eliminating the need to question the channel. My active faith is preparation, opening the way for my divinely designed experiences. I see avalanches of blessings, checks, currency, health, and happiness through my spiritual field glasses. I remain unwavering in my faith, understanding that worry, doubt, and fear only blur my spiritual vision. I know that my supply is always prepared, and I ask to reveal the great magician's storehouse to me. I use my spiritual field glasses to see the manifestation of divine ideas in my life. I am wide awake to my good, embracing each moment as an opportunity to learn and grow. I understand that my supply is already present, waiting for me to accept and receive it with open arms. I follow the guidance of infinite intelligence, trusting its ability to lead me to my heart's desires. I realize that time and space are but a dream, allowing me to live suspended in the moment beyond the constraints of time. I have overcome the world of lack, limitation, and death, and I manifest my desires with ease. My faith in the great magician replaces the need to force channels or speculate on outcomes. I speak the word, follow my hunches, and dig my ditches, allowing my demonstrations to come effortlessly. I focus on the wonderful now and do not limit the universe by searching for specific channels. My demonstrations will come to pass when they are ready, and I am prepared to receive them. I am open to growth and maturity to align with my heart's desires. My faith is unwavering, and I do not allow doubt, fear, or suspicion to hinder my blessings. I act in alignment with my faith, impressing the subconscious with the confidence to receive my desires. I confront my fears, knowing that running away from them only reinforces them. I banish self-pity from my thoughts, replacing it with the affirmation that there is nothing too good for me, and I deserve the best in life. The fourth dimension is the world of perfect ideas, and I align my consciousness with these ideas. I understand that life can be made perfect, free from all unhappy circumstances, as I live beyond appearances. I now have an understanding of faith. Through my knowledge of spiritual law, I control and transform external conditions. I embrace the idea of letting the divine energies within me do that which needs done. I allow the divine plan of my life to unfold without effort. Discontent does not hinder me from getting into my spiritual stride, and I am content with who I am. I live fourth dimensionally, following my intuition and the path of destiny. I prove my highest self exists by showing active faith and putting to flight all adverse appearances. I recognize that there is only one power in the universe, and all appearances of evil vanish from my world. I release all resentment and send love and goodwill to those I may have disliked. I give the Supreme Intelligence the right of way in my life, knowing that it brings magic results. My desires are rightly directed, and I desire only that which my highest desires through me. I understand that the wrong desires of my youth have faded, making room for right aspirations. I desire divine ideas to come to pass under grace and in perfect ways. Health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression are the square of life, and I live in alignment with them. I see the fourth dimension first, and the perfect plan of my life comes to pass. I feel my unique place in the world, fulfilling my purpose and potential. Righteous desires of the heart, no matter how extravagant, are added unto me. I ask, and it is given to me. I seek and I find the answers and solutions I need. I knock and doors are opened unto me, leading to boundless opportunities. My life is directed by divine wisdom, and my path is illumined by the supreme intelligence. I release all limiting beliefs and enter the realm of limitless possibilities. All my needs are met, and I am abundantly blessed in every way. I embrace the limitless potential of the fourth dimension, knowing that it holds the key to my perfect life. I remain unfazed by external appearances, trusting in the divine plan. The one power of the universe works in me, creating miracles and blessings in my life. My faith is the power that allows me to overcome all challenges and adversities. I work with my infinite intelligence within, shaping my destiny with faith and understanding. I am a beacon of light, radiating love and goodwill to all those around me. My world is transformed by my faith and positive beliefs. I live a life of purpose and fulfillment, manifesting my heart's desires with unwavering faith. I am an active participant in the divine plan, and all aspects of my life align with perfect timing and grace. I am that I am.